It's all because of 50 Cent, who came into the public spotlight as the ultimate insider who knows the game and has now decided to burn the courtroom down from the inside out. The biggest surprise is that Usher is now being included in the flurry of allegations involving Diddy's purported dark side, in addition to Diddy himself, as part of 50's most recent charges. As he throws bombshell after bombshell, everyone is watching him, and the tension is so great that you could cut it with a knife. The revelations are remarkable, terrible, cunning, and cruel. The affluent music mogul who is currently in a New York courtroom facing serious trafficking charges is a promiscuous swinger who lied to and cheated on multiple partners incredibly, according to Shadi Kimi's own attorneys. Just picture the tense courtroom atmosphere as 50 Cent takes the stand, or rather, the center stage. Insiders claim that Usher may know far more about Diddy's alleged freak-off culture than he has ever revealed, as 50 is suggesting. It is implied that Usher may know considerably more about Diddy's alleged freak-off culture than he has ever revealed, as the first bomb goes off, not fooled, but rumored to have contained more sinister realities than anyone could have guessed at those years. Well, no. But there, it was interesting, I must say. I was able to witness a few things. But you were 13. You said what? I went to observe the way of life there. We should look back a bit. In order to obtain expertise in the music industry, Usher was sent to live with Diddy when he was 14 or 15 years old. At the time, it seemed like a great opportunity for the young artist to get a taste of the swagger and lifestyle of one of the biggest industry titans. As 50 Cent provides additional information, however, it is beginning to seem as though the potential might have been something else. What was it Diddy saw? What was it that he endured? Above all, what has caused him to remain silent for so long? Diddy is now accused of creating a culture of excess and dishonesty, which is rife with rumors and concerns. The always provocative 50 Cent speculates that Usher's bond with Diddy may have deeper roots than a desire for a career boost. Does Usher have any information in Diddy's alleged blackmail vaults, which contain a ton of damning images and videos? Usher's enigmatic remarks regarding his relationship with Diddy over the years, in which he described it as crazy and wild, without providing further details, and the fact that Diddy has already been accused of using leverage to control those around him, make this scenario more likely, even though it is still a terrible one. Stevie J hesitated because he was worried about how sensitive the situation was. As the trial continues, it is becoming evident that, despite Usher's involvement being unknown, his name is being linked to significant events in Diddy's allegedly unrestricted pop culture. There is tension because it is unclear whether Usher was involved in the same activity that is being questioned, or if he was just a bystander who witnessed too much but did nothing. The lines are getting blurry, and the stakes are quite high. Usher's deliberate distance from the trial is even more remarkable, especially though many of Diddy's previous associates have either turned on him or supported him. If there is any weight to 50 Cent, Usher might have to take the stand, which might be the beginning of his own downfall. Since life is short, why do you think the creative side is concerned with that? Since you lose money, you have to try to deal with life in many ways. Usher has remained remarkably quiet, deafeningly quiet, particularly as 50 Cent's allegations become more serious. Is Usher trying to stay out of the spotlight out of fear of what people might find out, or is he actually getting ready for the given that Diddy's alleged predatory behavior is in the public eye? Usher may also become engaged in this story in ways he never anticipated, despite his admission in interviews that he saw things during his connection with Diddy that he didn't fully comprehend at the time. I've heard tales, but what did they do to him, really? No one knows, although there is a great deal of conjecture. Comments assume a much higher importance. 50 Cent is transforming the courtroom drama into a full-fledged spectacle by playing the combined roles of instigator and whistleblower. Diddy, Usher, and the legal team are all desperately trying to control the conversation, so none is ready to address his charges. However, if Usher is forced to testify, the stakes could not be higher. What specifically did Usher observe during his teenage years in Diddy's orbit, and may those experiences have left him with lasting scars? It's a revolt. 50 is a diabolical genius, And I'll explain why in the article on 50C. Therefore, as we watch this drama unfold, we can't help but wonder whether this is only the beginning. More doubts are raised as 50 Cent digs deeper, making the game riskier for all participants. Could the silence from Usher portend something? What dark aspect of a field that has long thrived on power battles and secrecy would that storm reveal? If the latter is accurate, Usher and the whole house of cards that seems to be the cornerstone of Diddy's business could suffer disastrous repercussions. The chaos is spreading well beyond the courtroom as 50 Cent's charges cause it to tremble. And although the answers seem closer than ever, the stakes are rising every second. Every second the murmurs get louder. If Usher does have to speak up, will it be a confession, a revelation, or something else entirely? Hollywood is frantically trying to extinguish what is rapidly turning into an uncontrollable inferno. Diddy's once impregnable empire may now collapse.